All right, I want to start with this video by showing you guys about your emblems. I know a lot of people during the chat, during the live stream of the Destiny 2 developers live stream for Into the Light. That was the last and final stream until the next one. You want to go to your notifications, which is on your top right corner right here when you log into your Twitch account. You want to go in there. You're going to see all the notifications from Twitch. And as you can see, these are from the last 24 hours. And there is the emblem for the Destiny 2 live stream you guys were watching. Now, for me, the one that was 3 hours, I don't have that one, but maybe they probably switch it over to the next stream. The next stream is going to be on April 9th, so I don't know if that stream is going to be available to get the Echo Diamond. But as you can see, this is how you claim your drops and rewards. On the top right hand of the corner of notifications where you log into your Twitch account, click notifications, and then you can see all the stuff that you get when you're like watching or your favorite streamers. Usually people will do the sub goals and stuff like that. But anyways, but that's where you'll find it in Into the Drops, meaning like Into the Light for that stream. And there you see the two emblems. Like for me, I don't have the 3 hour one, but maybe that drop will probably be available for the next live stream on April 9th. So I want to put that portion of that video to kind of explain where to find your emblems, because everybody was questioning where is their emblems. Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. So they're going to be discussing a lot of things into the final stream for Into the Light's development team. If you guys do enjoy Destiny content, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and drop a like on this video is much appreciated. So let's get and dive right into some of the things that they kind of give us, especially new PvP maps. I know some people are really excited, especially that part of the community. They're finally getting some new additional content besides PvE. And of course, news about not really new, but two previous exotic missions that's going to be set to return in April and one in May. So we're going to be checking that out. And of course, we're going to be discussing what we're going to be looking forward to when the final shapes stream is going to be on April 9th at 9:30 Pacific time, just before the reset date. So let's dive right into the content. First things first, we're going to be talking about the new, well, not, like I said, not new, but previously exotic missions that are pretty much a fan favorite amongst the community. That is Whisper of the Worm and 0 Hour. 0 Hour was, trust me, was everybody's interesting exotic mission that they had to do. And everybody knows why. There are going to be time limits. If you guys do remember, the exotic missions do have time limits. So just keep that in mind. They will have time limits for the original one, but the normal is 40 minutes. And if you want to do it on Legend, it's going to be 20 minutes for you to do it on Legend for those, both of those missions. So Whisper of the Worm is going to be coming out when Into the Light is launched on April 9th. And of course, 0 Hour is, which is going to be the Outbreak Prime exotic weapon, that is going to be set to release out in May. We don't know the exact date when that's going to be released, but it's probably going to be like in the middle of May or like the end of May, depends. But those are the two exotic missions that are going to be set to return back when Into the Light's content is set to release. Just to let you guys know, the Whisper of the Worm and Outbreak Prime will be craftable for those missions. So if you guys are interested, they will have a craftable versions of those two rewards for these missions. And these are some of the perks for Whisper of the Worm and Outbreak for Outbreaks. If you guys want to pause the video and just look through it, those are the key ones you guys can grind for to see, to kind of get. And for me personally, I don't know how I feel about craftable weapons. I always feel like craftable weapons take up majority of your time. But for those two main weapons that people tend to use in PvE, especially in Nightfalls, Whisper of the Worm definitely is a fan favorite. Outbreak Prime is definitely a fan favorite. I like how that weapon shoots. It's a very good weapon in PvP too. I see a lot of people using it, but it's very effective in PvE. Now, there will be unlockable ships are going to be returning. There are new ships, not the old version people have for years. They improved Drifter ship from 0 hour into something else. Outbreak Perfect base new version, new designs of Thousand Winds, different from the old ones. So they are going to have unlockable ships, but they're going to be a slightly different than the original ones that people have. So just keep that in mind. But the biggest one of all that we want to talk about in this video is the PvP. PvP has not haven't seen any content in a while. It's been a very, very long time since PvP really got anything as far as content. Let me know in the comment section down below, when was the last time PvP really got like serious content, especially when it comes to PvP maps? Because I always felt like when you drop DLCs or like expansion packs, not DLCs, but when you add in expansions, you always try to add new additional maps to PvP. So I'm surprised that the maps that you see listed on your screen. I'm surprised these maps didn't really come into Lightfall and Witch Queen in the first place, because there were expansion content. So I'm surprised those maps was never added into PvP. And after months of delay, they finally added those additional maps into PvP. So I was really surprised, all that content we have in all these years, depends on the theme of that content, you would think PvP will have maps. So they will have 3 additional maps. These maps are going to be coming out in May. Now, some people are probably questioning, why are these maps coming out on launch day? When most studios and developers, they tend to kind of release the content as like really is going to key to everybody. Everybody's going to be grinding for the brave weapons, and people are going to be grinding for Whisper the Worm when that launches at the same time. So as you can see, it's kind of interesting. Like, you have Whisper the Worm, that version is going to be in the PvE content, and then Outbreak Prime is going to come out with the content with PvP. So it's kind of interesting how they kind of set the tone for those 2 separate contents. Now, I know people are, like I said, people are very vigilant. People are very they can crucify you to the cross when certain things don't go their way, but people just got to understand, you want to make sure the PvP maps are run properly. They're probably still working on the PvP content before they release that, so that could be another case too. And I think people just need to understand that 99% of the time, they're probably still working on the additional maps, or still working on that particular content before they release it. Next thing you know, you release all 3 of those maps, and there's like some type of glitch or issue in all 3 of them. So you got to make sure that the content is ready to roll out before anything. So that's just my perspective, how I feel about how studios do things. And I think studios want to kind of like balance the servers, because as you know, when April 9th roll around next week and everybody jumps into Destiny, you're going to see your favorite friend one moment please on the screen. So that is the other case why I feel like they try to separate the content, because the server issues that they have. And hopefully that's the biggest thing that I feel like Bungie need to work on. If you're not going to work on fixing the skill-based matchmaking and not fixing the the cheaters in the game, at least fix your servers. At least fix them. It's been years now. We've been seeing one moment please, and they haven't been fixing those issues. So hopefully that one good day, they will kind of find a way to balance their servers. Like, honestly. So before we kind of like end this video, there were additional things that were kind of mentioned, that they're going to be a brand new raid boss gauntlet starting on April 3rd. Which is going to be, the boss is going to be increased difficulty and rewards. There are going to be more details to come in next coming weeks, as you know, this week's article and additional stuff like that. Into the Light will have its own title. I mean, if you want to grind for titles, stuff like that. April 9th, when you launch into the Light, and allow you to skip the new Light campaign when you start playing with friends instantly. So let's say you're a new person to Destiny, but you want to play with your friends into the Light, you could be able to skip that portion of that campaign. Ability to change your character's look in name and Into the Light. Finally, that's going to be coming in at the same time of the launch. You'll be able to change your character's look and their name. So hopefully that, they might have the ones that they had before in the customization part when it's the hairstyle, the race, and the color schemes. But hopefully they will add new additional hairstyles and more customization into Destiny 2, because it's been a while since they kind of like touched on that subject, and finally we get to the moment where we can change our character's look and change our character's race in Destiny 2. So that's really good. Hopefully they will have more additional stuff happening as far as customization, just besides just the basic ones that we started out first hands first in Destiny 2. So hopefully that they have something new besides that. So before I end this video, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder. Into the Launch is going to be Into the Light, Into the Light is going to launch on April 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Before the reset date, they are going to have a special live stream for Final Shape. They're going to give us some more details and information of that new expansion. That's going to be on the same day, but different time. That is going to happen at 9:30 Pacific time before the reset date. So make sure you guys check that out. I will be streaming the content on YouTube so you guys can see that and see the Into the Light content on YouTube right here. And I probably might stream a little early. Hopefully I don't have to clean the house, but if I do have to clean the house, I'll make sure that I'll start the stream a little bit early, and then I will join up to you guys a little bit later. If you guys have any questions or any concerns about anything, let me know, and give me your thoughts and opinion about the content that's going to be coming into Destiny 2. I know a lot of people are going to be saying like it's reused content, but guys, you just got to remember that reused content is going to go with us into the final battle where we're going against Mr. Snow White there. We're going to be going against the Witness during the Final Shape. That's the whole purpose. They're going to want us to have the best arsenal weapons to go against these enemies when they finally attack us, and when we have finally attacked them, when we board their ship or somehow. So just keep that in mind. They want us to have the best arsenal weapons, and they are the best arsenal weapons. For the love of God, I don't know why Bungie decided to sunset those weapons. I'm still waiting on one particular one, and they decided not to add that to the list, which I'm super disappointed. Hopefully it will come back. In the meantime, I will see you lovely guardians in my next post.